Hi you guys, this is Misty with Cancerian Chronicles. Welcome back. We are jumping into Ancestor Messages for my Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So we're starting off with the sign of Capricorn. But before we get started, you guys, if you are interested in your own personal reading, please check the description box. Also, make sure that you leave a donation to the channel, either energetically by hitting that thumbs up, or you can send a monetary donation through CashApp, PayPal, or through the Super Thanks. All right, so jumping into the sign of Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, first off, we're going to talk about the underlying energy for the earth signs in general. But the underlying energy, we have the Five of Scrolls, which is diversity. Now, diversity is basically letting you know that your ancestors are letting you know that it is time for you to diversify. This means that you will have many options to choose from or to consider at this time. You should definitely take a look at all of them. Your ancestors are wanting you to try new things, to go to new places, learn new subjects, meet new people, and so on. You are in a period of expansion and they're wanting you to go further than you've ever gone before, right? You're being introduced to a whole new you through these new experiences that you're being encouraged to be a part of or take part of. Okay, so let's look at your actual card, which happens to be the Six of Scrolls, which is the Sands of Time. Now, the Sands of Time is basically letting you know that time is of the essence. So basically, you have an opportunity headed your way that you do not want to miss. This could be in the form of a project, a situation, some type of connection, like personal connection. But whatever it is, it requires some action or, maybe some completion on your part. You may have had some delays if it's something that you had already started previously, or maybe not. But either way, the guidance from your ancestors is for you to keep going. You still have more work to do so that you can actually meet your goal. Okay, so it sounds really exciting, and we're going to go ahead and jump and see what other energy there is for you. So messages for the sign of Capricorn. Okay, we have Arrow. It says you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I love that. Like your ancestors are telling you that you're on the right path. Just keep going, like what we talked about. We have Weeping Willow, family sorrow. So this could be that maybe for some of you guys, you may have like some family members that are trying to slow you down, or they're not happy with, the choices that you're making. But again, your ancestors are telling you that you're on the right path. You're on the right track. It also could be that maybe you've recently experienced like, a loss or, a falling out or something that has to do with, your family life, or maybe you feel like you're missing out with, you're focusing so much on some other goal or some other relationship that maybe you feel like some of your other family members, like you're kind of, you're not putting as much as what you could and should into them. So I don't know. We'll keep looking and seeing. But we have Dog Far Away. It says a distant friend is thinking of you. So this could be someone that you looked at like family, perhaps. I don't know, maybe, and for some of you guys, it could be just, a reminder that not everyone is going to be able to go along this path with you. Okay, but let's keep going. Okay, messages for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know at this time? Oh, I don't know what that was. Capricorn, messages for the sign of Capricorn. Oh, geez. Okay, we have the Harp. And we have the Dragon. It says great happiness. But we also have beware of self-delusion. That was underneath the Harp. Let me see. Do we keep these together separate or? Okay. What's at the bottom? I'm guided to keep those together. So there's something to do with some type of happiness. Beware of self-delusion. You know what? I really feel like, because this was, I think this was on top, but I'm really getting the sense of like, I don't know if you're kind of deluding yourself that like you can't be happy, or that it's wrong for you to be happy. Especially if this has something to do with like you're making choices or decisions that don't include, you know, certain family members. But yeah, at the bottom is carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. And at the top, we have tree, affairs. A lot of family energy is coming out. I don't know if, you know, like you feel like you're leaving your family in the dirt, or you're leaving them in the dust, you're leaving them behind, or you're about to make a move, or, you know, some physical moves, or emotionally, you're having to leave some family members behind. Maybe you were kind of like the enabling energy where you know, your family always needs you. You know, you're always at their beck and call for, you know, some reason or another. And your ancestors are kind of pushing you more towards, you know, focusing more on your own happiness, because you have the right, you deserve to be happy just as much as they do. And so for that to take place, you're going to have to kind of let them go. You're going to have to let go of the reins a bit, so to speak. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, so we have June. So something is coming up pretty soon with the month of June. You could be dealing with someone, you know, who was born in the month of June, or there's something that's about to take place in the month of June. Maybe some type of move that you're about to make. At the bottom is table. It says hard work ahead. So it could be that something is about to pay off in June. And we have tiger, which says doing something risky, taking a chance. Like you're about to, you know, maybe you're about to, you know, finally take a leap when it comes to something. You might end up doing that in June, or you could have already done it. And in June is where you're about to reap the rewards. Like you're going to see the benefit for this decision that you've made. Okay. So I don't know why I'm hearing this, but someone's going to get the guy or get the girl. Like, I don't know if that's what, you know, if it has something to do with a relationship. It could also have something to do with like a job or a major client, right? You took a major leap, a major risk, and you're about to see like the reward. You're about to be rewarded for, you know, what your efforts or something. Okay, we have skull. It says hidden secrets can harm you. What is this with the hidden secrets? At the bottom, we have peacock, beware of great pride. And at the top is pale, time to get out of a situation. Okay, so you could be tempted to like stay where you are, stay in a particular location, a particular relationship, job, something like that. But I don't know, like if you're getting like, I'm hearing the word ansias, right? If you're feeling like just, is that like anxious, or like you're feeling a certain way, like you need to, you know, oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm thinking in Spanish and I can't hold on. It's like you're really getting these urges to get up and to get out of like wherever it is that you are. It's like you don't know where this feeling is coming from. I can't fight the feeling. Like you don't know where this feeling is coming from, but something is just right, like really trying to urge you or drive you to leave some type of situation that you're in, right? And only you are going to know what it is, if it's a relationship, job, an actual physical house or location, state, you know, country, whatever. I mean, something is really pushing you, and it could be that it's your ancestors, right? But something or someone is really pushing you to leave a particular situation. It's kind of like I'm hearing, I know something you don't know. So they know like these secrets, like you don't know what is hidden underneath, what lies beneath is what I'm hearing. Wasn't that a movie? Like there's something that you don't see or you don't know. But whatever it is, you got to get out of whatever that situation is. Like if you, and now this is like, if you have been feeling like you need to leave, I looked at the timer, it's 911 on that timer, but you're getting this feeling that you need to leave, or that something is not best for you, or, you know, something like that. Like the guidance is for you to follow that. Okay. What else? Okay. Capricorn, we have the club. And it says someone will try to make you do something against your will. What is this? Yeah, mountain road. It says you're on the road to success. So maybe someone sees that you're on the road to success, and I don't know if they're trying to stop you, or they're trying to stop you from leaving them behind, leaving them in the dust, right? I'm also seeing, remember like the cavemen, how, they would, hit the cave woman upside the head, like to claim them or something. Like I'm hearing oops upside your head. I said oops upside your head. Like, I don't know what this is about. I really don't even want to dig deeper into this. I don't know if this is like some instances of DV or something like that. Like, or maybe that is what's hidden about this person. You don't know that they have these tendencies. Or like maybe you've seen like an inkling of like, this person, when they get angry or they get really petty or snarky or something. And it's like, so that's how it's starting, but it's going to end up to some actual physical altercations that you need to kind of be, someone needs to leave. I don't know if that's for one of you, some of you, or none of you, but it says horse short journey. So you're on the road to success, but I feel like you're going to have to leave from a current situation, a current place, or we've gone through all the options, right? But you're gonna have to leave something or someone behind is essentially what I'm getting. Like, you can't pursue all of these other options. Like, maybe if this has something to do with dating, right? Like, you settled on one option without looking at all of the other choices that you have. And so the guidance is for you to like not kind of completely give up on your roster if that's something that you have, because I feel like, whoever this person is, like they may, I'm hearing dead inside, but there's something wrong with this person. And I feel like you're starting to they're starting to unravel, or you're starting to see this somehow. I don't know. Let's keep going. What does Capricorn need to know? Yeah, we have pig. Beware of greed. Whoever this person is, they're extremely greedy, and they're going to try to use you. Like, and again, like, this could be a job. Like, you could be in a job where it's like they're just wanting to use up all of your time and your energy for their benefit, for the company. And, they don't really care about reciprocity about, paying you adequately for what it is that you bring to the company. It could be something like that. It could be like you run across, like if you're starting a business, or you've started a business and you're starting to get clients, or you've been getting, it doesn't matter, but there's a client who's greedy. They're trying to get you to like settle on, a price that you don't really agree to. Like, there's, and secretly all along, like they're planning to like give you a negative review anyway, or like it's something weird about that. Let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom we have fair woman, which is dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. This has come out in, you may want to check some of your other placements, Capricorn, because she has come out in a couple of the other readings. I can't remember which ones. I'm one of those set it and forget it. Like, the reading is the reading and I move on. But so that's at the bottom. And then at the top, we have crib, birth, or conception of a child, or enterprise. Okay, I'm starting to remember. Libra was one of them. And the reason why I remember is because it was about this person, trying to bamboozle. Someone was trying to like trap someone like with a child, and it's like going to come out for this person that a child is not theirs, but it does belong to a friend or something like that. So I don't know if I don't know, but it says birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Now it could, though, it doesn't have to be anything negative like that. Well, but this is beware of greed. So this could be something to do with like, someone is trying to make you stay in a relationship, and, oops upside your head, or just oops, oops, I did it again, or something like that. Someone's going to try to like get pregnant or something like that. I don't know why I'm hearing insemination. So this might be TMI, but for those of you that you take your protection, tie it up, and throw it in the trash, you guys should know better. Like, you need to take that with you, because I'm hearing something about insemination. I don't know if that's for one of you, some of you, or none of you, but just kind of be careful with that. Someone is just a greedy pig. I mean, I don't know. Now, another thing could be like you're working, you know, like on a business or with a business. Maybe you're wanting to partner with someone, or it could be that this client, this is a fair warning, but this is a warning that the person, the client that we're talking about, who is going to try to cheat you or something in your enterprise, in your business, is this, you know, fair woman. Or, you know, this could be a boss, a supervisor, manager, you know, something like that. So I'm seeing a uniform. It has stripes on the blouse. So I don't know. I think it's gray, like a gray blouse with some type of stripes. So I don't know if that's important. Yeah. Even under that, we have the bird flying. So there's some type of news on the way. Yeah. And then at the top, we have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. I feel like, you know, some of you guys are being guided to actually, you know, move on, move around, take a vacation, especially for the summertime. But also some type of news is going to come out involving this person. And it's going to, like, the end result is that you're going to leave, you're going to fly away, or you're going to, you know, move on about your business. And that's really what you've been, like, what you're being guided to do, or how you've been guided, you know, for a while. And maybe you just have not been, you know, necessarily listening to that guidance. Okay. Yeah. Is this important? I wasn't planning to take any more cards. Okay, no. All right. So let's move on to this deck here. So let's see, messages for the sign of Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Messages for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Okay, we have wise one. Grow within your current situation. And we have eagle. It says see from a higher perspective. And at the top, we have Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. I feel like, you know, if you have been like sitting in like your comfort zone or something like that, again, you know, your underlying message is about diversify. So the guidance is for you to, you know, I'm hearing sow your royal oats, right? So you're being guided to pursue other options. You know, if you feel like you're just kind of stuck in a certain situation, you're not. You're being guided to look at things, you know, in a whole new light, or from a whole new perspective. And just, this is a time for, you know, I'm hearing admiration, but something to do with like exploration. This is a moment for exploration for you. Okay. So let's see what we have for the wise one. Okay, the wise one, it says the wisdom of the wise one is based on something that the younger generation is often lacking: commitment and reliability. When this card appears, you're being guided to continue working on your growth and expansion within your current situation. Be committed to your tasks and projects. It can be very easy to get bored or overwhelmed, but persevere. You're being reminded of how it feels to be let down and experience unreliability, and that is not who you were born to be. So keep working on what you're working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run. So it could be that, like, you know, all of this foolishness that came out towards the end, like you could be working on like a certain track, a certain path, a certain business, a certain job. You know, like you have these certain goals, you know, when it comes to money or relationships or something like that, but someone is trying to stop you in your tracks, so to speak. Or, you know, even if this is like mentally, like you're trying to stop yourself with some type of self-sabotage, but your ancestors are telling you to push forward, to keep going, right? You know, to finish up. This is about the long game. And I feel like, you know, some of you guys are like close to the finish line. And so you don't want to quit now. You just want to keep going and, you know, keep doing what it is that you're doing. Okay. And just be on the lookout for someone that is trying to stop your flow, stop your progress. For it feels like some completely selfish reason. So, you know, just be mindful of that. Okay. But those are the messages that I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that this was helpful. If they resonated, if the messages helped you in any way, please make sure that you leave an energetic donation by hitting the thumbs up, or you can leave a monetary donation through Super Thanks or Cash App or PayPal, Cancerian Chronicles. So thank you. And we are moving on to the sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus, welcome. So Taurus, starting off, if you're looking for a personal reading or you're interested in a personal reading, please be sure to check the description box. Also, please be sure to leave a donation to the channel, either energetically by hitting that thumbs up, or even if you would like to send a monetary donation through Super Thanks or through CashApp or PayPal, Cancerian Chronicles, that would definitely be appreciated. So, Taurus, I've already talked to Capricorn about the underlying energy for the earth signs, which is diversity, which is the 5 of scrolls. And diversity is basically, this is the message from your ancestors that it's time for you to diversify. It's letting you know that you have a lot of options to choose from or to consider at this time. And your ancestors are wanting you to look at all of your options. You're being guided to try new things, to go out to new places, to learn new subjects, to meet new people, and so on and so forth. They're letting you know that you're in a period of expansion. They want you to push yourself to go further than you've ever gone, and to let you know that you're being introduced to a whole new you. So this is major transformation energy, right? And the card that you have is the 2 of Forces, which is the Willow. And so the Willow is talking about a time of calm. This is the time for you to enjoy, like that peaceful energy right now. This is the time where you're in your power. It's the perfect time for you to reinforce your foundation when it comes to work, family life, spirituality, or I'm hearing especially in self-care as well. They want you to stand confidently in your truth and take those actions that are going to support your growth overall. Okay, so this is about making decisions, that are in your best interest at this time. So let's see what other messages we have for you, Taurus. Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah, we have it says psychic ability, trust your intuition. So that's the first thing that you have. Let's see what's at the bottom. At the bottom is handshake. It says a meeting with a stranger could be important. And at the top, it says butterfly, a change for the better. So this is either you're meeting a new person. This person could be psychic, or you could, have some type of intuitive nudges that is like moving you toward this person. But you're going to meet with this person, and it's going to be very important. It's going to help to make some type, like catapult you into like some better circumstances, or that it's meant to, help you to make these transformations or changes that you're meant to make. Okay, so let's see what other information we can get about this. Messages for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Ancestor messages for the sign of Taurus. Oh, okay. Geez. Okay, a little bit anxious there. We have teapot. It says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. And we have jug, so lighthearted and carefree time. Okay, let's see. At the bottom, we have broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And we have fly, a period of ill health or depression. I feel like this, like if you're going through this, Taurus, spending time with a friend, like you may have like, a one friend or a major friend, or, whoever your key friends are at this time. I feel like there's one that is like your go-to. You could be having some type of issues right now that you feel like, you're not being successful with something, a goal that you're trying to reach, or with a relationship that you're in. You might be feeling a little bit depressed, as it relates to this. And so I feel like maybe kind of spending some some lighthearted, carefree time with this friend is definitely going to assist you. Let's see. We have lion, time to act. And then we have career. This friend might, in addition to this lighthearted, carefree time with your friend, it's like, other than that, maybe you're meant to take certain actions when it comes to your career. Or let me see, So I feel like right now there's, something to get your mind off of like some trouble or something. It's like, work on some career goals that you have, or business goals that you've been kind of putting on the sideline. And then other than that, it's about, spending some time, like taking care of yourself. Like if you're really comfortable with this friend, like you feel peaceful, you feel relaxed, like this is a happy place. You want to make sure that you're spending, some quality time or some extra time with this person. Like that could be something that's just like a part of your self-care routine, right? Yeah. It just kind of reminds me of, I've moved long since then, and I typically keep like one friend at a time. So right now for the past couple of years, it's just me. But typically I have one friend at a time, and the last friend that I had, like we had a whole ritual of, like that was our routine. We would go once a month and we would get just, like to talk. We would eat out or something like that, sit down at a restaurant. And then that would be like after we had sat down and got like our manicures, our manis and pedis together. And that was something that we did consistently, once a month. And so that was kind of like, when, you have a lot going on at home, you're, like for me, it was like, wife, mother, school principal, like all of these things going on. And so a lot going on at one time. And it was just a time for me to just like, it was a peaceful, time where I could just relax and just, be me, or, talk about whatever I wanted or not talk at all. Right. So it's just like a happy, safe, comfortable place. And, maybe you need to, put a little bit more time or, something into that. Okay. Explore that a little bit more. So what else for the Taurus? There's that career that came right on out. I feel like you might end up actually getting some type of intuitively speaking, like you might get some type of download or intuitive nudge about like your next steps when it comes to your career. At the bottom we have career. We have crib. It says birth or conception of a child or enterprise. I'm actually hearing or idea. So I feel like there's some type of idea that's headed your way. But we have mice at the top, and it says discord among friends and family. Whatever this is about your career, I don't know if you're going to make a change or you're about to pursue some type of business endeavor, and that, you have like some type of idea of something that you would like to give birth to, right, with this business or, work change or something. But you may have some friends or family that are not going to support you, or they're not going to necessarily agree with whatever this is that you have going on. Okay. Okay, what else? Taurus. Oh, geez. We have beetle. Good fortune. I also feel like when you are spending time with this, same-sex friend, so this is just like, your homeboy, homegirl, whatever, right? And this is where you don't have to think too hard. You don't have like a lot of stress being placed on you. I feel like this is actually a time where you get like a lot of, like either like through conversation with this friend, you get a lot of really good downloads or really good ideas or really good information. And of course, at some point, something is going to click for you when it comes to like something that you're going to be able to incorporate or into like a career move or business move for you. With this good fortune at the bottom, we have heart. It says great happiness. And then at the top, we have axe, forces working against you. And that's interesting because I always pull from the bottom and then from the top to get a better idea of like, what's going on with each of the cards. So I'm telling you, it's like something that is it brings you great joy, something that you're doing, or, something just brings you great joy. Something is going to bring you great joy, but it's almost like you have some people behind the scenes that they don't want you to have great joy. Remember, your ancestors are pushing you to other options, to, you know, exploring new places and new relationships. And it's almost like you may have some family members. I'm getting that heavy as opposed to friends, but I'm getting like you may have some family members that they're not going to want this for you. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to develop. They don't want you to learn. They don't want you to diversify. They don't want, you know, they want you to stay the same. And so that's essentially what this is about. Yeah. Okay, what else? Oh, geez. Okay, I guess we'll take it. Hat popped out. It says you will be playing a different role. So I feel like in your career, you're going to experience some type of major change from what it is that you already do, from what you currently do. Again, whether this is like you accepting a new job, a new role at a job, or, you know, you starting a business that's completely different from the work that you do currently. But whatever it is, it's like you're going to get this idea. Everything is going to line up in your favor with this good fortune. Yeah. We have bridge. It says successfully overcoming a problem. Whatever this is, it might help solve some type of problem or issue that you've been dealing with. And we have stop. What? This is from the top of the deck. I'm not kidding. Like, back, take care. Enemies are working against you. Like, what is going on? Like, you have a lot of, I don't know. You have people that don't want you to be successful for some reason. Let me see. What? I don't think I want great good fortune. It feels like flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Like, I feel like you don't, like, you just don't know how much how someone really feels like you, because it feels like envy. It feels like jealousy. Like someone just doesn't want you to be a better person. Like, I mean, that's just really what this feels like. Beware of self-delusion. Don't back down from opposition. Show strength. I'm telling you, like, mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. You have someone in your life, a family member, lover, friend, I don't know, co-worker, business partner. Someone in your life is completely stubborn, or it could be you, but I feel like someone is, you know, stubborn. The guidance is for you to not back down, because it really is like this person doesn't want you to grow. They don't want you to develop. They don't want you to be a better person. They don't want you. It really, you know, it could be like they don't want you to leave. Like maybe they fear that you're going to leave them. But, you know, I don't even feel like you even necessarily had that on your mind, but with the way that someone's behaving, it might come to that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going. Taurus, messages for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Messages for Taurus. Okay. We have warrior. It says be fearless and stand strong. I mean, that's interesting. At the bottom, it says elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. I feel like, you know, whoever this person is, or this energy is behind you, that's like trying to force you to, like, they keep, all of that energy is like someone is working against you. It's like someone doesn't want you to grow or change or whatever. They're wanting you to stay as like the old you. I'm hearing that song, Y'all Gonna Make Me Go Back to the Old Me. Is that Dre, Dr. Dre? Someone wants you to be the old you. They don't want you to be a better person. They don't like seeing you happy with this sun, enjoy success and happiness. They don't like, they feel like I don't know if they feel like you're more likely to stay with them if you're unsuccessful and if you're unhappy. And why would someone want to be with a person that's unsuccessful and unhappy? That says a lot about the person that you're dealing with. I mean, no offense. I don't know who that is, but that's quite interesting. So let's go ahead and look at your warrior card. But warrior says, if you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you're on the verge of something big. perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to really help you move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, know that you're being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. I'm telling you, like, there is, like, you know who this person is. You've been dealing with their foolishness, with their tomfoolery, but it's almost like maybe you're just not speaking up to this person. I mean, you see what they're doing. You know, I'm hearing something about call your bluff or something like that. Like, you see what this person is doing, but you know, and that's fine that you see what they're doing, but you know, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to allow this person to dictate your life, to determine what you have going on, if you're successful, if you're happy? Like, that's just weird. And especially if we're talking about like the energy that I'm receiving is this person doesn't want you happy. They don't want you successful. It's like two peas in a pod. Like, someone, if they can be a bum and not be successful and be like a grumpy old man or a grumpy old woman, they want you to be right there beside them, unsuccessful, unhappy, and a grumpy old man or woman right there beside them. Like, that's what this person really wants for you. So it all boils down to, like, what do you want for yourself? I mean, that's all I can say. But anyways, if this message was helpful or resonated in any way, please be sure to leave an energetic donation by hitting that thumbs up, or you can leave a monetary donation through Super Thanks. So you can hit that Super Thanks, or through Cash App or PayPal, Cancerian Chronicles. Thank you, Taurus, and have a beautiful day. And we're going to go ahead and move on to, last but not least, the sign of Virgo. Virgo, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Virgo, if you're interested in a personal reading, be sure to check out the description box. Also, if you would like to leave a donation to the channel energetically, hit the thumbs up, or through monetarily, you can leave a super thanks or send a donation to Cash App or PayPal, Cancerian Chronicles. So we're going to go ahead and get started. But Virgo, I've already talked to Taurus and Capricorn about the underlying message or the underlying energy that you guys have going on, and I'm going to repeat it. So you guys have the 5 of Scrolls, which is diversity. So this is your ancestors telling you that it is time for you to diversify. You have a lot of options to choose from at this time, and they are wanting you to consider and look at all of them. Your ancestors are wanting you to try something new, to learn new subjects, to go to new places, to meet new people, and all of that jazz. You are in a period of expansion. This is a time where you can go further than you've ever gone before. And you're essentially being introduced to a whole new version of yourself. So your actual card is card number 6, which is the divine physician. So I don't know, this is about healing. So it says this is a time of deep healing on many levels. I don't know if there's something that, you know, some type of loss or something that you've gone through that is requiring you to heal. Maybe, maybe not, but it's a time of healing. Someone may be headed your way that is going to assist you in your healing journey. Or it could be that you're being called to help others with their healing through you teaching or mentoring them. Also, this is your ancestors are wanting you to remember that word and thought, as well as belief and feeling, are key when it comes to life and when it comes to healing. Okay. What is it? Your words and thoughts, your beliefs and your feelings. Okay, as a man thinketh, so is he. I don't know. But let's see what other messages you have. Messages for the sign of Virgo. What's going on? What do we need to know? We have Rabbit. It says too much concern with sexual matters. So I don't know if that's something that you have been having to heal, an energy that you've been, you know, having to overcome, so to speak. Let's see. We have at the bottom Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. You could have been dealing with someone in that energy. We have Throne, position of authority. It could also be that you're trying to explore something new, like maybe a new, like a business endeavor, something different with your career, a different type of relationship. And so that's something that you're trying to explore, but it's almost like you could have an energy, you know, kind of like, look, they're kind of like hidden, you know, in between the little grass or whatever, but they're always there to kind of intervene or interfere or distract you with, you know, some type of, you know, sex or sexual favors or something like that. So it feels like it's some type of distraction, something that's trying to slow you down as you try to heal or as you try to grow, as you try to develop. Okay. What does Virgo need to know? Messages for, ooh, okay. Wow. We have handshake. It says a meeting with a stranger could be important. Remember, we said that someone might be on the way to you as we speak. That's going to assist you with your healing journey. So that could be what this is about. And we also have needle and thread. It says a sincere wish will be granted. So maybe, I don't know if you're struggling with like what next steps you should be taking or something to that effect. And it could be that this person is going to assist or guide you when it comes to this. At the bottom, we have crown. It says honor and respect will come to you. And then we have back, take care, enemies are working against you. I feel like it could be whoever this energy is that is highly concerned with, you know, sexual matters. For some of you guys, if you have like some type of, you know, past, I don't want to say, I'm hearing the word sordid past, but I don't, you know, it's not necessarily that, but, you know, like maybe someone is like painting you out to, I'm hearing, so you want me to be the bad guy, eh? But someone is like painting you out to be like, you know, maybe you had a past where, you know, maybe you were, you know, a little bit more open, a little bit more free. And there's nothing wrong with that, but this person like is waiting to like try to use that against you. Like maybe you've healed from that energy, you've changed who you are, you're doing something like, let's say now you have like a certain type of ministry, you're a minister, or I mean, I don't know, I'm not into religion, but like maybe you're like a minister, a pastor, or preacher or preacher's wife, or, you know, like maybe you're into spirituality and like you're teaching about healing or something, and this person is waiting to like, you know, try to bust you out and say, oh, but you know, remember when you used to, you know, whatever. I don't want to say the song that I'm hearing. What are they saying? Let me out. Yeah, I don't know. But we have also at the bottom broken ring, and then now at the top is bridge successfully. Oh, broken ring says parting of the ways in either romance or business. So it could be like this person, like you've been trying to get rid of this person. This person is a thorn in your side, and I feel like your wish will be granted. This person is going to leave. Like for some of you guys, this person may end up moving out of nowhere. So it's like, you know, wish granted. And then with this bridge, it says successfully overcoming a problem. Like this person has become a problem in your life. And, you know, maybe you've wished for a way to like get away from this person, or, you know, maybe for them to just move on about their business, or, you know, something like that. Yeah. None of your business. Like this could be someone that you used to have a relationship with, and it's not, you know, there's nothing, you didn't do anything wrong, but, you know, like some people are a little bit kinkier than other people or something, and, you know, whatever. I don't know. Like someone feels like they're going to bust you for, you know, whatever, but I feel like they're going to disappear. Like, you know, maybe they're going to be busy with their own thing that they have going on. I'm not going to keep this because I really wasn't ready, but we have beetle. It says good fortune. You have some type of good fortune headed your way is, you know, really what I'm getting. What else for Virgo? What is Virgo? Ooh, okay. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. For some of you guys, this could have been like, you know, a baby daddy or baby mama or something like that, this person. And so, you know, yeah, you had a relationship with them, obviously. But I mean, I don't know. This person is like, whatever. It could be that like, you know, maybe one thing that you're trying to pursue is like you're wanting to move forward and like start a family or something like that. Or like that's your focus right now. You know, what's at the bottom? At the bottom, we have bow. It says you're highly thought of. And at the top is scissors, disappointment in some affair. Like someone is upset that people still think highly of you in a family. Someone is like really, someone's upset about that. Like, you know, maybe someone has been trying to, you know, paint you out to be the bad guy, to be, you know, a certain type of way, and it's not really working out for them. Because you're not, you know, I guess, you know, like they don't consider that, you know, perhaps you're not the bad guy and that you've changed. You're different, or maybe you didn't even need to change. This person is just like weird. I mean, I don't know. Messages for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? We have fair woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So she's come out quite a bit, but so I don't know if that's the person that you've been dealing with. I think that came out in Capricorn. It definitely came out in Libra. It came out in some other ones. So you may want to check some of your other major placements to get like a really full picture of what's going on, you know, behind the scenes. Let's see what this says about this. Underneath at the bottom, it says haystack karma will you will reap what you have sown. And at the top, it says wreath, sorrow over a loss. I feel like someone is about to, like, it could be this person. I don't know if this is you or this is that person, but like they're about to be really, like they're about to lose out on something really good. And it's karma for either the way that they've behaved, you know, and this doesn't, like the fair woman, I really take that as like, this could be, for some of you guys, I feel like it could either be a fair woman or just like a fair feminine. I don't know why I'm getting that, meaning it could be a man or a woman, but whoever it is, they're like in some type of feminine energy, right? They could be fair skinned, or they could have blonde, gray, or white hair. But some type of karma is headed towards this person. Oh my gosh, under that is fair man. That's weird because I said I feel like, you know, man or woman. I feel like it's just a feminine energy though. And then at the top is rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Someone has been like really petty or something like that. And because of this petty nature or this petty behavior, they are about to receive some type of karma. Maybe this person said something against you, did something against you. For some of you guys, I don't know why I'm getting this. This could be for one of you, some of you, or none of you. But I'm getting the sense of like some type of video or picture. So video footage or pictures, like someone is threatening to release or, you know, to show who you really are. But that's not going to really work out the way that they think it's going to work out. Because I feel like it's illegal. It's against the law. I mean, and it was something that was completely like maybe consensual, healthy, you know, it's not, you know, what they're trying to make it out to be. I don't know who this is, but let's just keep going. Virgo. Ooh, geez. Yeah, we have a cracked cup. It says dissatisfaction with life. This could be a family member. Or like in-laws, or, you know, I don't know. Dissatisfaction with life. At the bottom, his mice. Yeah, discord among friends or family. This is a family member. This is some, you know, old friend, former lover. And at the top is chain. It says chain of events that will affect your life. I feel like this person is trying to do something to affect your life and they're just not going to be successful with it. And it could have something to do with like, because you're trying to grow, heal, you know, move forward in life. Like someone has been trying to come against you or something. And it's just like not going to work out the way that they thought it was going to work out. I mean, that's really like, I feel like you've grown, you've healed. Like it doesn't matter like what buttons they try to push or what they try to do. Like they're not gonna get you out of your energy. I'm hearing that song, trying to get me out my energy or something like that. Was that Drake? I don't know. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Messages for the sign of Virgo. Messages for the sign of Virgo. Ooh, I don't like that. Yay or nay? Before. Okay, I'm getting a no. I'm not even going to look at it. Messages for the sign of Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Let's try try again. Virgo. Okay. Yeah, we have Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. At the bottom is Shapeshifter. It says transform and unveil your gifts. I also feel like you have shapeshifted or you've changed dramatically in your life, like we've been talking about, through some type of healing or healing process that you've gone through or that you're currently going through. And I feel like it's driving someone bonkers. Even underneath that, it says guardian angel, you're not alone. So that goes back to like someone is going to help you through this process or, through this journey. And at the top, we have Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. This could be like you are essentially, you're healing some aspect of you. Someone's going to help you to, I'm hearing the word cleanse, but someone is going to also help you along this process. And with what you've learned, you're going to in turn, I'm hearing pay it forward. You're going to start helping other people to clean up their act, clean up their lives and heal their lives as well. So, I don't know what all that is about. But we're going to go ahead and look at card. Does it have a number? No. This is the Hunter card on page 44. Okay, so it says, instead of being hunted down by your fears or other feelings that you have buried, become the hunter. You're being given confidence and strength at this time. So use your power to make a difference. You're not here to cower away or live in the shadows. You're here to realize your fullest potential, but this can only occur when you step up and do what needs to be done. When this card arises, there could be an opportunity to face an aspect of your past or bring closure to a situation that has been haunting you. I feel like there's this person that's trying to haunt you about something in your past. And rather than, trying to run and hide behind the fact that you're healing even, like, yes, you're healing, but you also have to face this head on, right? Like, again, I feel like, it is what it is. There's nothing for you to be ashamed of. And I feel like this person, like someone might be trying to guilt you or shame you because it's a form of manipulation because you won't do what they want you to do, or you didn't do something that they felt like you should have done, or, maybe you're moving away from this person, or you're no longer having sex with this person. It's, something like that. Okay, so if you're a man or identify as male, this card represents your masculinity and an opportunity to know yourself more deeply. If you are a female or identify as a female, this card represents your capacity to be strong and powerful and overcome limitations. Okay, so yeah. For some of you guys, I'm getting like, if you have like a past of like, maybe you used to, like you're a man and you used to like dress up as a woman, someone may have like some type of evidence of this, or they're going to try to use that to say that like you're this type of person, or, as if it's a bad thing. I mean, it is what it is. It was what it was. Like, there's no need, like it helped shape who you are. Like, you don't need to hide that from anyone. Like, they need to get over it. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can't let someone, try to trap you or, bind you in some form of guilt or shame because of something that you used to do. Because maybe I feel like, and the only reason I'm saying that is like, it feels like maybe you don't do that anymore. Right. Or it could even be vice versa. Like maybe, that's something that you're, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay. Anything else? Anything else for Virgo? No. Okay. That's what I'm getting. So I hope that these messages were helpful. If they were helpful, please consider leaving a energetic donation by hitting that thumbs up, or you can leave a monetary donation with super thanks, or through CashApp or PayPal, Cancerian Chronicles. So thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now.